Hello. Hi, you. Thanks for dropping by. Hello, you. And you, and you, and you. Thanks for coming by to Siobhan's SparkUp Kitchen. Boy, I am so excited to be here. This is the second week in June that I am going live, and I'm going live every day. And why? Because I've missed you. That's right. I know it's crazy. How many people out there right now are on social media saying, I missed you? I don't know, but I'm saying it because it's true, and I do. My name is Siobhan, and I'm coming to you live from the SparkUp Kitchen. I am the owner and operator of Siobhan's SparkUp community, where cooking, comedy, and coaching is my jam. And we are not making jam today. We are working with chickpeas. And if you're just joining me, come on in. My camera's a little bit away from my computer, so I'm going to see if I get any comments that maybe I can. Well, not listening to myself, but maybe I will see a comment come in. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if that works. But I am thrilled that you are here. And of course, I'm thrilled to invite you into my kitchen. It's like a kitchen party. And today we are batch cooking with chickpeas. That's right. You heard that correctly. Pitch keys. I can't make that up. Split peas, not split peas either. Chickpeas are so versatile. They are a legume. They are part of the legume family. So with your kidney beans and your black beans and your black-eyed peas, and also chickpeas are also called garbanzo beans in some areas. So if you see garbanzo beans, same as chickpeas, people just call them a different thing. And what I did was I took 2 cans of chickpeas, I've rinsed them, and I've got my prep ready. So over in this corner, I will introduce the players now for you. In this corner, drying off from rinsing off are the chickpeas, which I am going to roast. And I'm going to throw them on the pan here very soon. They're going to probably take the longest at about 30 minutes. So I got to stick them in there real soon. We are also going to be making right here is hummus. And I've got out my my food processor here. We're going to make hummus. I've got all the ingredients here. And we're going to make chickpea salad, as in a chickpea salad sandwich. For those of us or those of you who may not be eating fish or meat, chickpea salad, as opposed to a tuna salad or an egg salad, pretty much has the same ingredients. We're going to be eating, I'm going to be eating, you're going to be watching me eat a chickpea salad sandwich. Now, I've not made a chickpea salad sandwich before. I have made this hummus before, and I've made roasted chickpeas before. So we're going to get this started right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll these chickpeas onto the pan. There we go. Yeah, and if you hear cats in the background, I am in front of a live studio audience today. That's right, Maze and Susie are here with me. And I've got some chickpeas here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to toss them with a little olive oil. I got my olive oil right here. Olive oil and everything today. So I'm going to drizzle some olive oil. As you can see me carefully drizzling olive oil. And I'm just going to stir it around a bit. And what I've got here is some Himalayan sea salt mixed with rosemary. For Christmas, we were selling these. And little Himalayan salts mixed with herbs or habanero. I've got habanero and chipotle as well. But I'm putting chipotle in the hummus, which you'll see in a minute. So I'm sprinkling the sea salt here with the Himalayan sea salt with the rosemary, and I'm going to put on some fresh black cracked pepper as well. Then I'm going to give it a little toss, a little stir, I should say. I'm not going to toss it. And away we go, and back. There. So I'm going to spread them out a little bit here so they have room to heat up and get crispy, because you really want them to be crispy. And while they are in there, I'm going to do the rest of my job. Okay, so in they go. The oven is not quite ready, but, it's because I forgot to set the timer. So these are going to go, they're going to go for 30 minutes. I'm going to remember them. I'm not wild chickpeas everywhere. And if you are here and I haven't said hello to you, I am going with StreamYard, and I don't necessarily always see the people who are here watching me. So if you're watching me on live, hello and thank you. I'm hoping I'll be able to see your comments because I do see myself right here. Oh, and I do have captions on. That's great for those people who are maybe watching me at work and they can't see what I'm doing, or they can see what I'm doing, but they can't hear what I'm saying. That is marvelous. So we're going to get right into now the hummus. So hummus is such an easy recipe to make, and it's very versatile as well. You've got your chickpeas and you've got tahini. Now, tahini is just ground up sesame. That just adds a richness to the chickpea, and as well as seeds. It's a seed as well to go into the legume, adding on to the protein. I do not know why my cat is meowing all of a sudden so emphatically, but she is. And we also have some olive oil, which we'll drizzle in. I pre-chopped my garlic, which is right here. We've got parsley. And I know I have talked about chipotle peppers before, but I'm going to tell you that it is one of the better condiments to have. I'm not talking about chipotle hot sauce or seasonings, an actual can of chipotle peppers. You see there, or adobe peppers. Oh my God, I love the smell. It's got a smoky kind of heat to them, and they really are smoked jalapeno peppers. And I open a can and I leave it in a airtight container, and it keeps fresh forever. And I put that in omelets. I put it in chowders. I put it in my hummus because I've decided to make a spicy hummus. So I cut up some chipotle peppers to add to my hummus. How do you spell hummus anyway? I spelled it Hummus, but it might be Homous. I've seen it many different ways, but who knows? So the only thing that's going to be is that this might be a little bit loud, and I'm coming in close. Hi there. What I do first is I am going to grind up my tahini. Where's my spoon? Where's my spoon? I'm going to go first with my tahini. I'm going to create a little bit of a paste before I go in with the chickpeas. So first that goes in is my tahini. And I'm not really following any recipes for any of this. The chickpea one, the chickpea salad, yes, because never had a chickpea salad before, even though I've had countless tuna salad, chicken salad, all those salads that you put on sandwiches. So I've got my tahini and my garlic in here, and I'm just going to make with a little bit of noise. I'm just going to start with a little bit of a paste here, and I'm sure that knocking on the side is really annoying as well. So I'm just going to put this top on here. And bear with me for one moment. I know. I'm going to move the microphone over here. One moment. So that mashed it up just a little bit, but because I'm not using a whole lot of it, I'm going to add the chickpeas in right now. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be drizzling a little bit of this olive oil. I'm going to drizzle a little bit in there right now. And we're just going to start again. And again, pardon my, I can move this microphone back over. All right, we're going to go again. Bear with me. Now, the thing with hummus is that, you're going to want to scrape down the sides. I did take out a spatula, but of course, is there a spatula near me right now? No. So the thing is, you're going to want to stir it around because, as you know, I put in the tahini and I put in the garlic. So we're going to stir that around. We're going to keep it going. And what we're going to do is we're going to add our olive oil, and we're going to keep it streaming while I've got this going. That's why this is here, because that goes right down into the base of the food processor. Isn't the girl who invented this amazing? So we're going to go again. lemon juice, which I forgot to. But again, I don't think you really need any order to this. And it's already looking like, oh yeah. So I'm going to add now, ooh, I love a lemony, tart, citrusy kind of hummus. And I'm actually going to add my parsley, and I'm going to add my chipotle. And the one thing I haven't added yet, that's right, is salt and pepper. So I'm going to do that as well right here, right now. And here we go. Here's the salt and pepper. Hopefully you can still hear me. All right, so salt, pepper's going in here. And again, as I said, I'm not really measuring. There we go. There's some salt. There's some pepper. Note to self, when you squeeze a lemon, dry your hands off before you start. Okay, so here we go. Now this is going to be so good. We're going to put our lid back on here. One more turn. Now this might need a little bit more. Ooh, I don't know if it does. I'm going to do a taste test with a chip right here and see if we need a little bit more liquid. Let's see how this tastes. Definitely more liquid, more salt. Chipotle, delicious. I'm going to say a little bit more salt and definitely a little bit more olive oil for sure. And a little bit more pepper. There we go. I'm going to just drizzle. Oh, I still have a little bit here. But I'll drizzle in through the top. Let's go. Have you ever tried cooking with your elbows? Have you ever had something in your hand and then you're trying to grab something with your elbows? Yeah. Doesn't really work. Okay. All right, let's go here, my friends. I think that's it. I think that's the ticket right there. I think that is the ticket right here. I'm going to get another chip right here. And again, I'm going to taste it. Look at that. Look how delicious that looks. Oh, yeah. That is perfect. So I'm going to get a bowl, the bowl that I had the parsley in. And because I wasn't using a full, oh, yes. Okay, I'm going to bring the speaker back. Here we go. Bring that back. You still with me? Wonderful. All right, and we're going to spoon this. There's my spatula. We're just going to spoon this into this bowl. Oh my goodness. This is absolute, like, why are you going to go, and I'm being serious here, like hummus is what, $5 now at the store anyway? This can of chickpeas, $1.29. Garlic already bought. Parsley already bought. Really, it's so affordable to make hummus at home. Some things maybe not so affordable to make at home once you buy all the ingredients and the labor. But honestly, like, look at this hummus. I could take this anywhere and I could put anything in it. Delicious. And again, I have my chips out, and let's just have a that's good. And of course, as it sits, the flavors are really going to meld together. It's going to get a little spicier as well with that chipotle pepper. So good. All right, my friends. Let me put that aside now. And now we've got our chickpeas in the oven. We've got our hummus made, and I've got chips here. I'm going to be snacking later. But the piece de resistance that I really want to try, because I'm really curious, is the chickpea salad sandwich. So the chickpea salad sandwich has what you would think it would have. Now you can go healthier or vegan and use a vegan mayonnaise or a mayonnaise or a sour cream or a yogurt, whatever you want to do with your chickpeas. However, I'm going to use mayo because that's what we had. I used the rest of the yogurt with some granola earlier today, like plain yogurt with a little bit of sweet granola. So good. So first of all, what I'm doing right here is I'm mashing the chickpeas. We want to mash the chickpeas, which a little bit more difficult. Oh, the beauty of live TV. When I'm eating, there we go. When I'm eating and talking at the same time. So I do have an immersion blender for this. And actually I could have used an immersion blender for the hummus, but I want to have chunks in here, right? I want to have a chewy, a chunky kind of chickpea salad. So it feels a little substantial. And you can add anything to this once it gets started. It asks for celery, green onion, and celery seed. So we're going to add, and we had celery seed, believe it or not. So I'm chopping this down. As you can see, you know, it's getting there. It kind of looks like egg salad, actually. It's getting there. Hello to whoever is here. Thank you so much again for coming by. I can't see. I can't see who's here, but thank you for coming by. I've been missing you, and as I've been saying on most of my videos, I'm doing this because I've missed my Facebook community. I've missed doing these fun things in the kitchen. I love cooking. I love sharing recipes. I love entertaining, and I love talking. And it just makes perfect sense to put it all together. All right, I think that that's good. Like I've got a fair amount of chickpeas mashed up here. And honestly, what we're going to do now is we're really going to add the onions and the green onions and celery, which I already had in here. It already calls for some celery seed, which we have. I don't know how much I'm going to put in. A sprinkle of that. You know, I don't even really know what celery seed tastes like. Probably celery. I don't know, I couldn't really taste it. And of course, our mayo and then salt and pepper. So a little squeeze of mayo there and salt and pepper. No judgment on you. And we're going to put lemon in here as well on how much salt or pepper you're using. As long as you're not, you know, as long as you're healthy. That's my thing. As long as you're healthy. Hey, Christina, how are you? Okay, and we're squeezing. We're going to squeeze. Oh, I see. I rarely use celery salt, even though we have celery salt in our cupboard. So you know, it was one of those things that we had on. Oh, that's the oven coming to temperature, even though those chickpeas have been in there for 15 minutes now. So I'm mixing up here our celery, our chickpea salad. Oh, look at that. I'll show look at that chickpea salad. So I'm thinking I actually maybe do want to maybe mix it in a little bit more. And of course, the fun part now is taking these chickpeas and making a delicious sandwich. Now, a question might come to mind because it came to my mind as well. If you're using chickpeas, which are already, I mean, they're a great source of protein, but they're also a source of carb. And you're putting a chickpea, which is a carb, onto bread, which is a carb. And there is a nutritional breakdown of this recipe. And it's a high carb. I mean, it's 53 carbs in this sandwich. And I'm going to add a little cucumber. I'm going to add a little leafy green. I got some lettuce here. And, you know, I would just say, bring this on a hike, or eat this on a more active day when your body is using more carbohydrates. If you're feeling a certain type of way about your carbs, or you have more higher carbs here and more protein at the next meal. You know, if this is your lunch and this is what you're going to have to get you through the day. And again, these are slow digesting carbs. It's not like the carbs in pasta. Yes. Oh, love cucumbers and spinach. Yes, I'm speaking your language, it would seem, Christina. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of mayo on here. I didn't really prep for the sandwich, but like with my condiments, I probably would have toasted this. I think it toasted would be really good, but at this point, it's okay. So I'm spreading my mayonnaise here. Now, the funny thing is, a suggested condiment to the salad is hummus. It's a double whammy sandwich. So I am going to do that because this is kind of my lunch. It's just after 2 o'clock here. It's a later lunch. But I'm going to whack some of this on here. Now I'm going to whack some of this salad on here. And, you know, if you wanted to, you could add some cheese. Ooh, some cheese might be good. You know, people put feta with chickpeas. I am just, you know what I'm doing? I'm using cucumber and I'm using lettuce. And I am going to use, I don't think I put a lot of salt and pepper on here. A little bit more salt right here and a little bit more pepper. Now, look at this sandwich. And I'm going to add some spinach. And then I'm going to bring this over and you can take a look at it and tell me if this is not a delicious, delicious looking sandwich. All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, and hopefully it won't fall apart as I bring it over. Look at this sandwich. Lettuce, cucumber, delicious. Yes, I know. Look at that. That looks like egg salad. It really does look like egg salad. So I'm going to then, I'm just going to pile this on top. And I'm going to take a big bite. And it's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be a little messy. Just my spidey senses are telling me it's going to be messy. I could have put a little bit more mayonnaise in there, and I'll probably put a little bit more of a binder in there. But bear with me now. Oh, and that is homemade bread that my husband made. I know, I'm blessed. Okay, let's start. I am pleasantly surprised by how good this sandwich is. That chickpea salad is so delicious. That is so good. And honestly, I'm sure I would be able to guess that it was chickpeas if somebody blindfolded me, but someone who maybe doesn't have a palate that's as experienced would probably guess egg salad. I'm being serious. Yeah. And what a great, we're going on a hike this weekend, and I'm thinking I might bring chickpea salad sandwich. God knows I have enough of it. I'm going to have another bite. And you saw how easy that was. And honestly, my prep was just chopping and slicing some green onion and some celery, cutting a lemon, garlic for the chickpeas. Those chickpeas in there were just drizzled in olive oil and Himalayan salt and pepper. And I've got chips for later. I've got chips and dip for later. I've got my lunch. I've got this. They can go in lettuce wraps. Think about how delicious that would be in a lettuce wrap. My God, I have lettuce right here. You pile some of that in a lettuce wrap. Look at that. Look at that. There, you're cutting out some carbs right there. Just cut out the bread. And then you got a lettuce sandwich with chickpeas. And you know what? I would do this. As opposed to the bread, I would do it as lettuce wraps with the chickpea salad because it is phenomenal. The taste, and you, again, just like the hummus, you can add so many different, I could put the chipotle in here. I could make this a curried chickpea salad. I could make it an Italian chickpea salad. I could add sriracha to it. The possibilities are endless with something as versatile as chickpeas. I'm going to check our chickpeas now. Now they are sizzling, but I don't know if they're quite crispy or not because, that's the whole thing with putting the dried You want to dry those chickpeas off with the water. You know, it's like tofu. You want to get the moisture out of it so that it'll crisp up, because if there is moisture in your chickpeas, they're not going to be as crisp. I'm going to have another bite of this lettuce wrap because it's dandy. mm, 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 mm. I am going to take the chickpeas out. They may not quite be ready, but I will want to end the show at 2:30. We're going to take the chickpeas out now and see what's going on here. Okay, now I might have drizzled a little bit too much oil on those, but look at those. They are browning up quite nicely. And I'm just going to take a few. Oh, they might be crispy by now. And just roll some. Oh, you know what? I think they might be ready. I've just taken out a couple, though, because I do like them nice and crunchy. I'm going to throw them back in there, but I am going to come over here. Let's see if these have cooled. They haven't really cooled. I don't want to put them hot in my hands, but they are actually. Oh, yeah, you can hear that crunch. I'm going to get down close to my mic. They're done. I want you to listen to this. That's a crunch. Listen again. Those are crispy chickpeas. So there you have it. Woo, 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 woo. Bow, 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 bow. There you have it, my friends. We have done chickpeas 3 ways. And Christina, thank you so much for joining me. And I'm so glad every ingredient I used you like. That's always great. You know, you can run out and make that anytime. And if you are watching on the replay, thank you so much for joining me. I'm loving connecting again and being here with you live on Facebook for that community, that connection and that camaraderie and that joy. It's the small things, and something small like this, and you might be looking at it going, oh my God. But for me, this is a small thing that brings me a whole lot of joy. And I hope you got a little bit of joy out of it as well. This is Siobhan signing off until tomorrow. I'll be doing something live here tomorrow. Not a big shenanigan like the last couple days, but I have a little plan. We'll be early. But thank you so much for tuning in. Lovely to see you, Christina. We'll take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.